In my previous video, I showed us how to create a timeline. So this is what a timeline looks like. A timeline is used for filtering out activities that was performed on a data set during a period of time. Create a pivot table. I taught us how to extract the chart and also how to create a timeline. In today's video, I'm going to be showing us how to create a slicer and how to connect our slicer in using a pivot table. So let's go back to our data set. So click on insert, click on insert pivot table, and it's going to give you this command. Asking you where you want the pivot table. Do you want it in a new worksheet or do you want it in an existing worksheet? I'm going to toggle on new worksheets because I want to keep my original data sheet clean. So I'm going to toggle on, and then it's going to create your pivot table for you in a new sheet. Just beside your pivot table on the right hand side, you have your pivot table editor. So now what I'm going to be finding out is I want to find out the total revenue generated by each sales rep. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to drag sales rep. So this is sales rep. I'm going to drag sales rep into rows. And that will automatically filter out all the sales rep for me. As you can see in here, I'm going to drag revenue into values. It will automatically show how much each of the sales rep actually made. To get rid of this blank, because we do not want any misinformation, I'm going to toggle on this arrow down and I'm going to untick blank and click on that automatically get rid of the blank. So after doing that, I'm going to highlight on my pivot table. So I'm going to highlight on any part of my pivot table, and then I'm going to go to insert. This time around, I want to insert a slicer. So you're going to see this timeline and the slicer. So it's also going to ask us what we want our slicer to be about. We can create slicers for region, and we can create slicers for product or category, and click OK. You can create as many slicers as possible, and it's going to create a slicer like this for us. You can reposition your slicer, or you can also change the color of your slicer by going to this slicer option, and then I'm going to toggle off. You can change the color of your slicer, by the way. You can change the theme of your slicers to any color. You can make it suit you. And also another thing you can do is you can change the columns, so you can adjust your slicer to 2 columns or 3 columns, anyone that suits you. If I want to adjust my all I need to do is come in here, drag out, and then I'm going to crop out. I'm also going to crop out that blank. I'm going to crop out the blank, and I can reposition it anywhere I want to position it. I want to connect my slicers to my data set. So what am I going to do? I'm going to right click on any of the slicer. I'm going to go to report connection, and I'm going to tick all the pivot tables. You need to ensure that all the pivot tables are ticked on. Now click OK, and that'll automatically connect our slicers. I'll repeat the same step for this one. Report connection. I'll make sure all the pivot tables are ticked, and then I'll click OK. So what happens here is whenever I filter out for the notes, it's automatically filter out whatever transaction was performed at those particular period of time. Whenever I filter out for category of stationaries, that also gets filtered out. If you found this video helpful, remember to follow back for amazing content like this. Say thank you in the comment section.